Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Karen Marsdale. I'm on staff at the Greater Reading Chamber Alliance, and welcome to another edition of Member Spotlight. And I'm thrilled today to have Kashif Reyes with me, and he is a young man who is involved in a new venture, relatively new venture, I believe.
Yes.
Is owner, president of the Reading Wizards professional basketball team. And I don't know if you all who are watching today or listening today knew about this. I had heard some story about it, but now we're going to hear a little bit more about what this is all about. You're a certified basketball, fitness, speed, and agility trainer, which makes me tired just saying it, with over 8 years of training experience. So Kash, my gosh, you've got a lot on your plate. But now this new thing that's coming, that you're starting with the Reading Wizards. You're a 501c3
Yes.
Professional basketball team in Berks. I think that's really, really exciting. How did that start?
Basically, it started from training basketball players.
Okay.
And one guy came up to me, and we play in the rec leagues like Body Zone and stuff like that.
Yep.
So, I had one guy that came up to me. He wanted to play professional basketball across seas. So he wanted me to train him. So I trained him a little bit, and then I just basically reached into my resources of who to contact, old coaches, things of that nature. And I just went online, just different sources like Eurobasket. You can go to like ABA, PBL, just different semi-pro leagues and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I just went on the ABA website. And flashing in the top right corner, it was like, be an owner now.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, let me check this out. Click. And then I just submitted my information. And they got back to me really quick. And then we just chatted about, the process of, becoming an owner in the team. But after I did that, I just thought about how it could benefit, Reading.
Oh, gosh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, especially being from Reading, it's a basketball community. Strong
well,
basketball
it sure
community.
is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, look what happened, up at Reading High this year.
Yeah.
This past year.
Last year, yep, state
last
title.
year, yeah. I mean, how great was that? And bringing the community together. And so, wow, it's like perfect timing.
Yeah, and and not only that, but there's a lot of talent, untapped talent in Reading. Like I said, especially playing in the leagues, there's a lot of guys who are really good, just never had the opportunity. Never went to school to play college ball, but still had still have a dream. So I thought about it in that sense, to give the guys opportunities to play professional ball and pursue a career professionally anywhere. You never know. It could be across seas, it could be the G League, or it could be the NBA if you're pretty good.
So, what are the ages of most of your? How does the process work, and what are the ages?
You have to at least graduate high school.
Okay.
So we say 18 and up.
Okay.
But in our organization, if we feel that you're able to go to college and play basketball, we try to push you towards that. Because once you play professional basketball, you don't have no more eligibility. You can't play college ball. Yeah,
I did not realize that. Okay.
So and a lot of young guys nowadays, they just want to play professional basketball.
Right.
Instead of pursuing, their getting a scholarship or going to college and playing ball.
So do you try to encourage them to go that path of getting into college and playing ball, or are you saying that there's got to be something for everyone who has this interest? Yeah,
I mean, it's a really thin line. Me personally, growing up at Reading and going to college to play ball, helped me build my downline, helped me build my character. I got an education, and you grow.
Sure.
And that's what we want for these young kids out here. But for those who really don't have a desire to go to college, then we're looking to it and see, if this is something they can do, and if they're dedicated and they really want to play, then there's something that they can pursue.
So, when did you start? When did you start the whole process, and where are you right now?
This is our second season.
Okay.
So last summer, 2 summers ago, in about July, kind of started a little late, but we got pretty much thrown right into it, and just learning the business.
Sure, because it's a business on top of learning a business. and you certainly know the sport. But
Yeah.
it's
So it's totally two different sides.
Right.
But it's our second season now, about mid-season now. So so hopefully we're looking to keep this going forever. For as long as possible.
How many players do you have?
We have right now 9 players on our team.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And who are you playing against?
We have, our division is called the Chesapeake Division.
Okay.
So like a new team in our division now is like Pottstown. We play York. There's 3 teams in Maryland. We play 2 different teams in New York. And there's other teams that are popping up, like Scranton, Lehigh Valley is going to be popping up, Lancaster is going to be popping up, Allentown.
Wow.
So a lot of teams are starting to really pop up now.
And that's going to, that capacity of more teams probably helps all the teams because you've got more to play and then obviously more awareness in communities.
Exactly.
How are you building awareness in our community that that we have this team?
We participate in 4 different parades this year.
Okay.
I'm always in, meetings, business meetings, get-togethers, interviews.
Sure.
Definitely social media. Social media is huge. We try to get our players to post. We have a media guy, Jason Hugg from Reddit Magazine.
Oh, great.
Great. He helps us out, man. He's so great. So he really helps us out as far as media as well. Another person, Lamaris Rodriguez, she has the LMG web design. She helps us out.
Yep,
she helps
I know
us out
her.
a lot, and these are good friends of mine too. So any way possible that we can get it out there we're trying to get it out there.
Where are you practicing?
We practice at the Children's Home of Reading, the Day Academy.
Okay.
The Day Academy.
And where are the games when you're playing home game? Where are you playing?
Our home games are at Southern Middle School.
Okay.
On Chestnut Street.
Are you getting support? When I say support, not financial necessarily, but just good moral support, if you will, from the partners that you want to have? I mean, who is it that can help you to keep this moving forward?
Just people coming out and watching good basketball. Just the community support.
Well, it's like you said, it's a basketball town. So if that word is starting to spread, I would imagine that with the more that we can do at the chamber, obviously you're a chamber member. We've got to get that word out that when you're having games and what's happening, because I think a lot of people actually prefer this level than to get to the highest level of the NBA.
Yeah.
Just like people like college basketball.
Yeah.
So gosh, homegrown, young men.
Yeah, we're trying to. Like I said, we want to bring in as many local talents as possible.
Okay.
And our goal is to get them across seas, to get them professional contracts. So when they come back, they can talk to the younger kids, and the younger kids can look up to them, your local superheroes.
That is so important.
Yeah, that's
because,
what we're trying to do.
That's when young people can see a role model. And especially with something that's so cool like sports, that makes such a world of difference.
Yeah.
And that's really exciting. I give you a lot of credit.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I really appreciate what you're doing because it takes all of us to do something.
Yes.
Again, what do you have sponsors?
Yes, we have a lot of sponsors. We have sponsors. We have investors. My staff is great. Because last year it was a little more difficult because it was more or less just me.
Sure.
So it was just like,
it's a startup business.
Yeah,
it's like anything. If you're an entrepreneur, you start up. You're just me. I'm doing everything, including washing the bathroom and whatnot.
Everything, mopping the floor.
And
so it's whatever it takes. And there's still a lot of people out there that don't know that we exist.
Exactly.
So we're going to continue to keep streaming. We got YouTube in. We're going to always be in the parades. Just be involved in something in the community where we can get the word out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's a great idea. I think that obviously I believe you're going to be successful with it. And we as a chamber, something that as a business community, we're very, very vested in what happens in our community, in the city of Reading, what happens with the youth. You know, the youth are the employees of tomorrow.
Yep.
Those are the young men and women that are going to go to the East Penns of the world and to the Brentwood Industries, et cetera. So we want to make sure that, you know, we're doing our part to help when they're in this kind of vulnerable age where they're looking at what's my future. You know, maybe they will be professional basketball players. Maybe they'll come home and they'll be an engineer someplace.
Yeah.
You just don't know. So, you know.
I mean, you know, it's just a great outlet. You know, if, for me personally, it wasn't for basketball, you know, I wouldn't have got an education. I wouldn't have got to travel. I wouldn't have got to meet so many different people. And like I said, build my character was the main thing for me and helped me grow up. So, you know, and a lot of, especially in, you know, in the community in Reading, they use sports, you know, to build their own, you know, to build their character,
oh
to
my
get
gosh.
ahead. You know, if it wasn't for sports, a lot of these kids, and I can say for myself, you know, I wouldn't have been in school.
Sure.
You know, so
exactly.
You know, we're trying to, you know, just bring something positive, where you know, the community it's a one and a need, and that's what we're just trying to do.
Yeah.
We're just trying to grow and just be as positive as possible.
Well, you know, I'm going to end with something that maybe some people don't know about you. That you not only basketball, but you know, a trainer and all these other, you know, sports related. You're, you know, seem like you're very eclectic with all that you do, but you also were a gymnast and you loved to, so earlier before the program I was asking if you could do a backflip down the hall here at the People Chronicles, and you said, well, you're going to have to stretch for a while.
Yeah, you know,
that,
when I was you know 8, 9, 10, I do it in my sleep. You know, I'm 36 now, so I have to stretch out a little bit.
Oh, you're just still a kid. You're still just a kid, but that's great. And you know what you're doing for Reading, what you're doing for young people, is not only commendable, but I want to thank you personally, and as a Chamber of Commerce, we want to thank you. And if there's anything that we can do, you know, to get the word out, you make sure that you connect with us so that we can make this even better.
I mean, you know, if everybody can look us up especially on Facebook, Reading Wizards Professional Basketball.
Easy, Reading Wizards. That's, you know, that's not hard to remember. So,
you know, our website also is readingwizards.org, so they can go in there and
we can look at the players, and we can sort of see who and the times of the games,
yes.
and
all our games are on weekends.
Okay, okay, great. Well, I thank you for being with us. I really appreciate what you're doing, and we're going to have you back here and hear all the successes that are going to come your way with the Reading Wizards. So thank you,
Thank you.
Cash. I appreciate it.
Thank you.